brings us to the Twin Cities and U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, the home of the Vikings. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings. Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olsen. Glad you are joining us for this one. Off we go from downtown Minneapolis. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
The crowd does not agree with that call. Boos ring out. Doesn't matter. Not going to change it. It's a first down.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll send the receiver in motion to the left. On the carry, it's Patterson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
At the 39-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Bennett. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a pickup of 12. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Now, faking the give. A diving effort there, just out of his reach. Incomplete.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here we go, here we go. County Lions. Ready?
To throw is Bennett. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
And it's 4th down.
The Buccaneers getting their punter out there. Now a hit, and he lost the football.
You know, it's so hard to say what goes wrong on these bad snaps, Mike. You know, sometimes it's mechanics, sometimes it's concentration, sometimes, frankly, it's just bad luck and things go sideways, but he puts a little bit too much juice on it, ends up out of the punter's reach, and Now they're heading back to the sideline knowing they just put their defense in a really bad spot.
And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. His 4th TD grab of the season.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
He's got his man complete. That's to Slav.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll air it out down the middle. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, for the good corners, Mike, they all share this certain mentality, right? It's bring it on. I want the best. I want the ball thrown in my direction. So anytime they get a chance to break up a play and silence an opposing offense, but man, when they get a chance to take one away and get their hands on it, that is what they live for. The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
2nd and inches. Throwing is Bennett. He'll swing this out to Patterson. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 6.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
Bennett to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Now a 3rd and 2.
Go! 19, Tiger, 9, ready.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And he's going to have a Buccaneers first down. At least it appears that way. Got it by maybe the length of a football.
Let's go now. 76.
To the air. It's Bennett. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
Go.
Here's Bennett. Open man, left side, he's got it. And the Buccaneers are going to have it first and goal. He's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
First and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Putting the tight end in motion. Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll go with him again. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down.
Brings up third and goal.
On to the second, Buccaneers in possession of the football, as they will see what they can do with this third and goal.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing, Bennett. This one caught at the 4.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
No issues there. This one is good. And the Buccaneers will extend to a 10-0 lead. So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. This one taken at the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Okay, break. Come on, set. Viking 18. 79 Broncos.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. Got an open downfield on the crossing route. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. That touchdown, number 11 on the year.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Vikings 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Panther 60.
On the ground, here comes Patterson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
16 yards.
16 yards on the game, and a quick 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Buccaneers.
Ready.
They'll run here with Patterson. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
They'll throw out of the gun. Going right, it's taken in. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
On the ready. Get it. Cowboy 80.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7.
Ready. Cook it, 19. Cut 19. Cut. Go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. A gain of 16 on that pass play. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
That one intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the 1st half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
first and 10, it's McCarthy. He's going to take a shot down the field. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked off by Jacob Parrish. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last two throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next two drives, come out here, establish the run, dose the ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
They'll stick with him again. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
They'll try again here, second and 10.
Ready? 3. Craft all 80. Ready?
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Let's go. Buffalo expect 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Slot man in motion right. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. And that is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
On first down, here's McCarthy. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
So these screen plays, they always seem so commonplace. They seem a little bit routine, right, Mike? But really, for them to work, there's a huge, significant timing element to it where the offensive line, the back, you can't be downfield too early, but you can't go too late. There's so many reps and reps that allow certain teams to be really good at the screen game and allows certain teams to just never really get their screen game off the ground.
Here we go. Warrior 70. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Chop 60. Chop 60. Ready?
McCarthy to the air on second down. Moving outside the pocket. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there. And that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. Throwing now from the gun. This one complete right side. It's a gain of 12 there. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
A gain of 12.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the off.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Tampa.
He's lined up one-on-one, and it's a mismatch from the very beginning. He's just so fast, so big. He's kind of part tight end, part wide receiver, and when you have that type of skill set, it's just going to be hard to stop.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
22-yard line.
Okay, break. Go.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, go. 70 Timberwolf, 18 Pioneer.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he's going to take this one all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Haskins now to return. Now an opening past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
32-yard line.
Let's go now.
Receiver in motion, headed left. Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive.
70, Hawk 70.
Man in motion, heading left. They're going to get this outside. This could be a double pass. Oh, he's got a man open, and it's caught. And he will take this one in. 73 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
The kicker on for the point
An extra point attempt to follow. He knocks it through. And the Buccaneers add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead.
14.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
42-yard line.
Ready.
Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime.
Let's go now. We gotta switch it up. We gotta switch it up. We gotta switch it up. 79 Broncos.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Out to his right. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Ready. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. This has been bizarre. From 2nd and a mile, a huge gain, but still short of a first down. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Ready, set.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
Here we go. Go.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down.
Set. Warriors 70. Ready.
They'll go. Here's McCarthy. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to pick up the Vikings' first down as this defense can't come up with the play they needed. They surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. The Vikings looking for 3. Bring out the field goal unit. This a 48-yard attempt. His kick is good. And the Vikings will cut into that lead. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This taken at the 5. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's a run to begin this third quarter. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
So, from the 26-yard line, here is 2nd and 5. And he's going to have a first down. Tackle made up at the 33-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. Forced out wide. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again.
That was a great...
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
He's got it at the 7, and he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 33 yards.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go!
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
Brings up second and goal.
From the 1, second and goal. They'll try to sneak it here, and he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. J.J. McCarthy, touchdown Vikings. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
No problem there on the extra point, and the Vikings are back within a field goal. The lead is 3.
24.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
On the 6.
Throwing is Bennett. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
First and 10.
But even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Ready. Ready.
Bennett to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Here's Bennett. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
To the air, it's Bennett. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That catch number 40 on the season for him. Here's first and 10.
Come on, come on. Set. Cougar 19. Set. Hurt. Hurt, hurt. Go.
Now a give up the middle. Finding room to the 20. Out of bounds, but in business. They mark him down near the 2. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 32 yards. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal.
19 Tiger.
Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on first down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. Second and goal from the 2, what do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till third down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on second and goal.
Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
The thing that stands out to me about this defense, Mike, is they just make you earn everything. They don't concede any downs. You see it here on this last play. Great job here. No gain. Forced third down.
They'll run. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable.
And look at this. The extra point is blocked. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Now a hit, and he lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Come on, set.
The drive will start on the ground. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down. So 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Well, on the back of the previous play, Mike, we saw him have some success through the air. They tried to change it up with a draw, but the defense wasn't having any of it. Didn't sell out for the pass. They're able to stop that one for a loss.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14.
Set.
Throwing now, it's McCarthy. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Let's go now. Come 19. Come 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. The punt team comes on. Here's Tommy Townsend to kick it. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
Bronco 80. Ready, ready?
It's first down, and they'll run. Room to run at the 35. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20.
That's good.
It's another big play in a game that's had its share. It covers 63 yards. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10.
Get it. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Well, we see a lot of this as they begin the fourth quarter on the ground. And he'll get about 5.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Second and 5.
Bronco 80.
To throw is Bennett. This one caught at the 4. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Viking 18. Ready.
Now Bennett. That one, take it in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now. I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
And he will get into the end zone. And that bumps this up to a 3-score lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
32-yard line.
McCarthy now to throw on first and 10. Rolling right. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
A big loss on the play.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. Quick throw here is complete. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Dragon 60. 70 Lion. Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
McCarthy from the gun here on third down. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but this is going to go down as a big loss on the play.
It's fourth down.
Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged the bullet.
That's taken in, and he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
Come on. 60 by 60 by, go.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Ready.
On the carry, it's Patterson.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
The Bucs have the field goal unit on the field. This from 34 yards. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Bucs add on to their lead.
24.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
He'll start at the 4. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set up. 18, find it. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Isaac Tesla was the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That is hard. And he will dive into the end zone. 78 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. His big game continues. His 3rd touchdown this one. Numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the year. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll send a man in motion left. Throwing, Bennett. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Let's go now.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They send a receiver in motion left. They'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Cowboy 80.
They'll send the receiver in motion to the left. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he'll bring this across midfield as this drive is taking shape. A gain of 7 on that one. Kicking time for the Bucks. They'll punt it away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And this is going to set up a long field ahead. Backed up as it is touchdown inside the 10. Here's first down.
79 Bronco.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He's going to let this one go deep. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Second and 10.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Another try, second and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing here on first and 10 is McCarthy. He'll let one go down the middle. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 79 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
The kick is good. Makes the score Buccaneers 44, Vikings 38.
The timeouts are gone, so this becomes a must. They're going to line up for the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That was their last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense can just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation, take a couple knees, get on with the win.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready up. Go in. 2. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. There he goes. Inside the 30. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory win.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
18 Pioneer. Set up.
Now McCarthy going for it all. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Here comes 2nd down.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready. 70 line. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go trap. Go trap. 19 tight. 19 tight. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Get up.
Setting up to throw is McCarthy. He's going to look downfield once again. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
Buffalo 18. Mustang 19.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. 19 Lion.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So a win here for the visiting Bucks. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Therese.